once those destroyers are done. And we're doing okay for convoys again, so I can probably reduce the number of convoys that I am producing right now. Need a little bit more steel. Canada. Okay. Production. Let's say one more of those, then we'll have all of these. Dockyards being returned to light ship production. Oh, a Yugoslav submarine. It's like, that's not the Dutch flag, it's upside down.
Ready, sir.
Extremely dumb question, but does anyone know how to split fleets in the new update? Yeah. It's not obvious. So there's a couple of ways. The easiest one is to create a new task force, which will create a new fleet line on here. You can also select ships by clicking and then holding down shift to select them, or hold down control to deselect them. That control works as well. That works better than shift. Or you can say halve the current selection of ships, or you can remove selected ships to the reserve, which is what I've been using a lot, because the reserve system is actually really nice. I think our best odds to beat the Germans to beat Japan, so we can move our troops to the Eastern Front. No, to the European front. I'm worried about the Soviets dying. I need to try and bolster the Soviets. The Japanese we've got in stalemate. The Japanese front I'm pretty happy with because they keep on probing us here in India and not actually making any ground. And I think we are slowly but surely eroding them at sea. Yes, they've killed some of my older battleships, but like overall I've reduced their fleet strength by about 100 compared to mine. They're down to 190 ships, 200. We've got well over 300 now, I think. Oh no, just under 300. But we've both taken casualties, but yes, we have more ships than they do, and they did start this engagement with more. So we are winning the naval battle, plus I think we have more dockyards at this point, at least I bloody well hope we do. 119 versus their... oh, yeah, 90. Easily winning the naval construction struggle. How many has America got? 70. I'm almost double what America has. No. Shipyard of democracy. As I've been advertising myself. Wow. Hermann Böhm has really good positioning. Actually, so do we. Mr. Cunningham. Have you been promoted again? I do believe you have, sir. Yeah, level 7. Just. 6475. Not bad, not bad. And you could also get another thing. Destroyers. Reduce visibility, increase damage, increase torpedo hit chance. Which would lead to Hunter-Killer, which is attack against submarines and submarine detection. I would very much like you to have that, and Hunter-Killer. Sweet. So Mr. Cunningham has just gotten a lot better at killing submarines. I still want you to get Ironside and or Air Controller, however. Oh wow, you're almost going to get Air Controller. Fantastic. Okay.
Ready.
Are there any other decisions I need to be taking? No, because I'm trying to save up to incorporate the Raj. And when that happens, there's going to be a pretty substantial shifting in my industrial facilities. In fact, most of the work I was doing over here is already finished. Aha. I've been trying to improve the infrastructure over there so that we don't have supply issues. And it kind of looks like we... don't know, we still do have some. Oh, I see the Americans are using the ports here. How do I deselect that again? Control, left click. Don't use those ports. That would be kind of suicidal.
Attention!
You are still drilling, and you are still preparing for that invasion.
All in! Commands!
We want you guys to join us down here. And do you think the best way of doing that is going all the way around Africa? I would disagree. I would say the best way of doing that would be to sail here. In fact, that's not all of you sailing. Okay, hold on.
Move out!
Let's have you all in Liverpool. And then when you're in Liverpool, you can sail from there to here. Then when you're there, you can go overland to here. That'll take you about a year less. Good, another submarine. Good, good, good. How are we doing in terms of ship training? Wow, we have a lot. Let's go and detach those. I think my Mediterranean fleet needs destroyers. Yes, it does. Desperately. We have some more submarines. That's good stuff.
Ready to move!
Wow, their units are much stronger than mine. Defense 900. Stop. Oh, the Soviets dead. A lot of Soviets are dead. They've got almost 20 million casualties now. While the Germans have 5.8 million. I'm not sure how much longer the Soviets can hold, which is, again, why I've had to focus the Soviets so heavily during this entire conflict. Rather than going after the Japanese, which is really what I wanted to do. Although, as I've pointed out as well, I kind of feel like I'm fighting this war on my own, because America's doing nothing. Despite all the casualties they've suffered, they're just throwing men at stupid naval invasions. They don't really have a hope in success.
Listen up!
You guys short on. Oh, cap. In that case, yes, cancel them. And with that in mind, I think I'd like to start improving my special forces. And engineers. Now, did I actually upgrade all of my fighters to be tip-top? Oh, we have the Barracuda, hang on. Barracuda is a... naval bomber, and we want the carrier bombers. We also need to build some stuff, I'll get back to that. I wanted to see if I'd done all the upgrades possible for the Spitfire... no, Spiteful Mark IIs. I would say I have. We're still working on the Lancasters. Do we have the upgrades to the Lancasters coming through? No. Okay, no matter. Right, construction in India. I think this is where I need to continue going. I'm going to build wherever there are resources and factories still to go. Like a considerable number of factories, not just one or two. Get all of that up and running. We do construct fairly quickly now. How are you doing on manpower now, Stalin? All adults serve, but you've still got 3 million. What about Germany? Service by requirement, you've got less than 1 million for the first time. So we are causing them damage, but nowhere near enough. I'm really annoyed I replaced my units here. I thought I was being really careful to avoid that, but apparently not careful enough. Where am I?
Yes, sir. Listen up.
So once all of my Marines are here, I think I'm going to send them over. I want to make sure we have all 7, because once we have... How many Marines would that be? 20 divisions? I think that's going to be enough to hold Sicily. 13 is a little bit iffy. And at that point, we will at least have a basis to go after the Italians from, and we'll force them to divert troops to stop us. I'm the biggest Hoi 4 streamer at the moment. Nice. Alright, so we've all arrived. Let's go and tell you to rush over here, and we're also going to join you to that unit, because apparently you can drill while you are moving. And then once you are all regular, we'll move you and attack. I'm not going to push that attack before we need to. And we'll need to be ready to build air bases over here, coastal forts, and it looks like there's already quite a few ports, so I don't think supply is going to be an issue this time. Alright, so we've got the Comet, which is nice. That's going to be the final tank for us. Improved artillery. Is there something else I need to get first? Engineers. Let's get engineers first. And then we need to switch our production of Cromwells to... where's the Comet? It's there. I'm blind. We're losing a couple of convoys on the way. It's not a huge problem, though. Fuel, however, is. Okay, let's get some more fuel. There we are. Fuel supplies are rising again. Good. Right, how are we looking on the Navy? We have some more destroyers. Does the Mediterranean front still need destroyers? Yes, it does. So I think we're going to do that with you. Oh no, my Mediterranean fleet's lost its carrier. In fact, it's lost all of its capital ships. Oh, no they're not. I was like, what? No, oh. No, we're good. We're good. I mean, it's a crap carrier, which doesn't matter so much because it's internal sea, so we can just surround it with land-based ships, but it's still nice to have. Alright, let's build... I'm going to build another carrier. I think it's time. Till 1947. We're definitely starting to look a bit into the future here. We still have dockyards. Hold on. Destroyers. More happy faces. Shiny happy people. I want them all in the training fleet. Okay. Now I need to buy a bunch more steel. Might actually run out of steel suppliers. Still 26 short. I don't want to buy it from India. This is what I'm used to seeing in Hearts of Iron games. Like, all of the supplies of steel in the world just get exhausted. Didn't happen in the Dutch game. My unlimited exports. Yep. That Twitch is kind of a big deal. Pulling in great numbers lately, what's that about? I used to be a fairly large Hearts of Iron streamer, and then I just got fed up with the state of the game, so I stopped doing it. And I guess people like seeing it back again. And I can tell, I'm already getting pissed off with the state of land battles. The naval stuff I'm loving, so I expect to see a lot more naval nations. I'm not convinced about the land-based stuff yet. Frontlines still need another serious look, in my opinion. Did I upgrade infrastructure where I'm making steel? Yes, and I'm in the process of doing it more. Plus, we're going to be integrating India fairly soon. One of the reasons I have so much political power, because I know it gets expensive. Alright, are we ready? Nearly. Nearly. Okay, the Mediterranean fleet's back at sea. You are still missing 2 battleships, however. That's very interesting. Did I ever research Battleship 4s? I did not. I think I shall. Is this single player or multiplayer? Single player. Is the US going after Japan? No, not really. The US isn't doing much at all. US is a bit of a mess. Like, they've got all of these divisions. They're not doing anything with them. They're sitting on piles and piles and piles of weapons, but they're not lend-leasing anything, because it just gets cancelled instantly. Like, that lend-lease bug is major, and I really hope they fix that in the upcoming patch. In fact, that lend-lease bug is probably the biggest issue with the game right now. Submarines ready. Oh, and these are walkers. These are the tier 4s. Brand spanking new.
Listen up.
Alright, nearly ready. Nearly, nearly, nearly. So, first thing I want to do is set you to invasion support. You already are. That's why you're being damaged, because you're supporting invasion rather than strike force. Okay, so that's why I've been suffering casualties here. Because my recon fleets are getting absolutely pulverized. Although they're also lacking their light cruisers, which is their screen.
Attention.
So close. Come on, how much more? 99%, there we go. 100%. Let's get you ready for this attack. I'm also one of the only Hearts of Iron streamers I think a lot of us can bear and enjoy watching. Yeah, that is definitely one of the... I'm not going to say issues, because different people like different types of content. But there is definitely an echelon of the Hearts of Iron 4 community, which is all about memes, and... yeah, not my thing. Not my thing at all. May I ask, what's your opinion on the experience and its usage? Experience of what, Cubique? Okay, I think we're good to go. Do you still have planes attached to you? You do. And I think I would like to get some fighters attached to you as well. say 300 regular fighters, which are going to be air superiority attached to you, and also 200. And this is actually showing that we are winning the air battle, finally, which are going to be interception attached to you. Alright, speaking of air battles, yes, we have definitely seized control of that. Awesome. You need some more. Although you're struggling to reach it. Oh. How large an airbase do you have? Not big enough. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some... No, there's no point sending fighters over Spain unless I'm bombing it. We are still disrupting, even though I'm not able to provide bombing coverage. We're actually doing a fair amount of damage. No, bombers are going to continue. We could start bombing Berlin, potentially. How many strategic bombers do I have? 80. Not enough. And I have a feeling we're going to be needing a lot of planes when we get to Italy. We have 1,000 fighters now stored up, so yeah, we are definitely winning the air battle. Naval, land, and air experience. So do you mean literally the experience? I like that experience is now used in technologies. That's an interesting turn. An interesting change. Alright, here comes the attack. Now please tell me that we have bombard ships. We don't, because you're not currently active here. Now you are. Here comes the naval support, which is going to come in with bombardment, plus he has got naval liaison, which means his bombardment is even stronger. Naval bombardment comes in and is providing a 10% debuff to their defenses, so we could really do with some bigger guns here. Yeah, we really do need battleships. Because I suspect that naval bombardment throughout the war in Italy is going to be really, really useful. I just need to make sure that we have sufficient air power, air screen for them. Like right now we do. And Sicily is going to become a massive airbase. How are we doing for radar? Oh yeah, we have like complete coverage of Europe right now. Like, don't screw with British radar systems. It's insane. That's kind of bonkers, actually. How are we doing over here? Pretty good coverage. You could be better. I thought you were already upgrading. You should have been. Australia started to build a few, but it's not really having much of an impact. Can't reach far enough north. And India doesn't have radar tech. Not until I annex them anyway. I'm kind of amazed by just how much radar coverage we have there. That's kind of insane. Brand new to this game, just trying to understand everything. There's a lot more... So Britain is a terrible country to learn this game with. The one that you want to play as is Italy. So if you have the game yourself, play a game as Italy. That is the way to learn it. And obviously watch streams. It's just going to be... There's a lot of different things going on here. Which I wouldn't necessarily suggest for a first-time player. Yes, the naval invasion is struggling. Shore bombardment's not big enough. Need bigger guns. So I think next time if I do this, I'm going to attack here and then push north over land. Because there's also a port here, which can give us supplies and support. Yeah, this naval invasion's aborting already. So let's select you. Let's set you back to strike force. Just so you don't stay out in the ocean dying. And we're going to set you to not attack anymore. Why are you going to Malta? That's not where you started from. That is. Lost 2 light cruisers and 7 destroyers. What are those? Oh, 9 heavy cruisers. Italy. That's a terrible naval composition. Admittedly, you're doing the damage with them still. Yeah, okay, so the Italian Navy is starting to try and do some damage, which is a bit late, but okay. How are we doing? We have quite a few destroyers, and my Mediterranean fleet is looking rather beaten up. There's the upgraded fighter. No, naval bomber. Carrier bomber. Get added again. Why? Oh, because they're still being added to this fleet, I guess. Well, my home fleet is now at full strength. I could do something sneaky. Ooh. Ooh, I'm liking my sneakiness. We're going to switch these two around. So I'm going to send my home fleet into the Mediterranean just to go and smash ships here. And also, when I do the invasion, we have a lot more big guns, like really big guns here. But we do desperately need to get more destroyers up and running. Actually, no, you're still training. Never mind. You're still training in the right place, is the other question. Western approaches, yes. Should cover the Adriatic. No, that would be suicidal. This is like land-based naval bomber heaven. Because the ranges are so small. Yeah, we could naval invade both ports. That is definitely true and probably worth doing. Let's go from here to here. I know what the problem is. I'm a moron. I know exactly what the problem is. My landing tech sucks. I still had level 1 technology. Ooh, we sank a heavy cruiser with a submarine. Nice. Good trade-off. Convoys, 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 convoys. Convoys. I mean, I don't think it makes your naval invasion stronger, it just means you can send more. Yeah, it actually improves your resistance and speed. Doesn't increase, like, your bonus to naval invasions. Ooh, we sank a heavy cruiser. That's good.